You don't learn faster because you try harder. You learn faster when your brain stops resisting. I'm Marcus Voss. Here you won't find hype, only structure. Years studying what traps and unlocks mental clarity have taught me this. Learning isn't a hustle, it's a design. You're about to see why every study session so often ends in fatigue, confusion, or forgetting what mattered most, and how a simple shift can unlock exponential growth. Your brain isn't slow, it's overloaded. You don't need to push harder, you need to clear the noise that makes learning feel like a mental storm. Most people try to force focus in environments designed for distraction. They sit down to study with 10 tabs open, phone buzzing nearby, and an exhausted mind still carrying yesterday's chaos. It's like trying to pour water into a cracked glass. It leaks before it can fill. Mental clarity isn't missing, it's buried. You're not lazy, you're navigating a loop that drains your energy every time you try to begin. Good intention, sudden distraction, guilt, paralysis, repeat. And that loop isn't broken with effort, it's broken with design. A mental environment that protects learning, not sabotages it. This internal fog has a hidden source, and understanding it changes everything. You sit down to study, determined, but an hour slips by and you've barely absorbed a thing. You blame yourself. Maybe you weren't focused enough. Maybe you just need more discipline. But here's the truth. This exhaustion is not a flaw in your will. It's the echo of a system silently sabotaging you. Because most people aren't trying to learn with clarity. They're trying to learn inside mental chaos. 10 browser tabs open, notifications posing in the corner, a room that holds yesterday's clutter, and a brain still echoing unfinished thoughts. You tell yourself, start at 4 p.m., but it becomes 4:10, then 4:17, and by 4:30 the guilt arrives. Your mind traces, your chest tightens, your energy drops, and so you do nothing. Again. This cycle isn't failure, it's design. A design of overstimulation, of fractured attention, of zero rituals to signal now we enter focus. You don't lack intelligence, you lack structure. No one taught you how to build an environment where your brain feels safe to learn instead of fighting to survive each minute of it. This isn't about trying harder, it's about interrupting the loop and replacing it with something the brain understands: simplicity, consistency, and clarity. This loop has a trigger and your brain follows it without even knowing. The good news? There's a clear explanation and it changes everything. Your brain isn't working against you. It's just doing what it's designed to do. Conserve energy and choose what feels easy and safe, even if that easy is the loop of distraction. This is not weakness, it's biology. Your limbic system, the emotional survival-driven part of your brain, is constantly scanning for reward, relief, and stimulation. That's why it pulls you toward the fastest dopamine hit: a scroll, a click, a snack, a thought spiral. It's not that you lack motivation, it's that your brain is wired to repeat whatever is familiar and easy. And if chaos has been your normal, your brain will choose it again. Imagine this. Your brain is like a river, and rivers don't climb mountains, they follow the path of least resistance. Right now, that path might be shallow. Habits of checking your phone, avoiding discomfort, starting tasks without finishing. Trying to study or learn in that state is like trying to light a candle in the wind. Your environment swirls with noise. Your attention scatters. And your brain says, "This is too hard, let's go somewhere easier." But here's what changes everything. Your brain can be trained. Through a process called neuroplasticity, it rewires itself based on what you do and repeat in consistent environments. You don't need to fight your brain with willpower. You need a structure that shows your brain exactly what focus looks and feels like. Because change isn't mystical, it's mechanical, and it starts with one shift. Design your environment to reward clarity, not chaos. Now that you know why your brain works this way, let's give it something new to respond to. Technique name, the signal ritual. Let's give your brain something it rarely receives, a clear symbolic signal that says, now we focus. This isn't about grinding, it's not about pushing harder, it's about anchoring your attention with a ritual so simple it almost feels too light. But that's the point. What rewires your brain isn't pressure, it's precision, repeated consistently in context. We call it the signal ritual because it sends a clean, unmistakable message. This moment matters. Here is how to do it. No tools, no apps, no hacks. Find a neutral space, a chair, a desk, even the edge of your bed. Sit with both feet grounded, spine upright but relaxed. Place your phone out of sight, physically, not face down, out of view. Take 3 deep, slow breaths. On the third exhale, press your fingertips gently together, forming a triangle between your thumbs and index fingers. Look through that triangle. Hold for 5 seconds. Then silently say, I'm open, I'm focused, I'm building. Open your notebook or study app. Begin, even with 5 minutes. That triangle becomes your signal. Do it before each learning block today, 3 times only, no more. This isn't performance, it's a ritual of presence. Your brain responds to signals, not promises. When you repeat the same gesture in the same environment, you are weighing the first stone of a neural path. One cue, one response, one identity shift. This isn't just a habit, it's neuroplasticity in action, the brain learning to associate one symbol with clarity. And that triangle? It's not just your hands, it's your focus, your attention, your direction. You're not just doing an exercise, you're training your brain's next response. Right now, don't just think about it. Choose your space, breathe, signal, begin. It doesn't need to feel perfect, it just needs to be repeated with intention. Because when you choose to act, even once, you tell your brain, we're not waiting anymore, we're evolving. This small ritual is the door. What you do next is the path. You saw what's been holding your mind back, and it wasn't your effort. It was the noise, the lack of signals, the absence of structure. And for the first time, you didn't just hear that, you felt it. You realized learning isn't a test of willpower, it's a system. And today, you began designing yours. You didn't land here by accident, and you didn't stay without reason. You're not chasing motivation, you're building something deeper, mental authority. Every time you repeat this, you're not just focusing, you're redefining how your brain responds to reality. This isn't a lesson, it's the start of a shift. And if this step felt right, the next one gives it structure. If in the last episode you realized that distraction isn't failure but friction, today you saw that accelerated learning begins with retraining your focus. Change My Mind is not another productivity hack, it's a neurological reset, a full framework designed to rebuild clarity, attention, and emotional structure from the inside out, not through pressure, through process. If you're tired of scattered thoughts, open loops, and the guilt of always starting over, this is the shift that helps you regain direction. One ritual, one system, one day at a time. The link is in the description, and this program is only available through this channel. Click now to access Change My Mind and start building the mental structure your future needs. If this episode moved something in you, share it with someone who feels stuck in mental overload. And comment below, what's the habit that steals most of your learning energy? In the next episode, Sabotaging Caffeine, What the Productivity Curtain Hides. We'll explore how a silent chemical loop might be dulling your mental edge without you knowing. I'm Marcus Voss, specialist in focus, mental clarity, and cognitive structure. And your next chapter starts now.